Esin Allahverdi is a local resident in Izmir. And Esin, I've been told that you felt the brunt of this quake. Tell us what happened.
Yes, we felt a earthquake which seemed to last about anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute, and there were many aftershocks. And right after the aftershocks, I want to say it was about 10-15 minutes later, the water pulled back and then started coming in.
10 to 15 minutes later, repeat that, the water started coming in?
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
so did you try to run what, to the seaside to get to a safer area? And I'm assuming now you realize that could have been a very serious mistake.
The visual that you see currently is what my visuals, and we ran into the house right away up to the third floor, and that's where we stayed.
Right, the visuals we are seeing, I'm being told your husband was able to record those. Now that is water straight from the Aegean Sea actually flooding the coastline in Izmir there. We were told water as high as 1.5 meters. So this is, equates to a mini tsunami. Again, Turkey's really not a stranger to this phenomenon as well. We saw that in Bodrum a couple years back. Bodrum is another coastal city just a few hours south of Izmir, where the water came in, flooded the areas. I mean, it's difficult enough, Esin, to deal with the fear from an earthquake of the size that you've just dealt with. And now you're seeing this flooding as well.
Everything's underwater.
We're currently experiencing the flooding. The water has pulled back, thankfully. It's just the aftermath currently.
Tell me, Esin, I mean, we had been seeing images of these 20 or so collapsed buildings. You were fortunate enough to be obviously in a building that didn't collapse. What do you think was the difference between the building that you were relatively safe in versus the buildings we're seeing on our screen right now?
The collapsed buildings. I mean, we're thankful and lucky enough to be. We were on the safer side. It was scary to see the water come in, but luckily it wasn't, like you said, past 1.5 meters. It's terrible to see all the collapsed buildings, but we were on the safer side.
Very quickly, I mean, did you feel when you had to get out of your building that there had been enough preparedness in the city? Were there escape routes in place? Did you know what you were supposed to do?
I did not know what I was supposed to do. We were right off the beach. Our house is located right on the beach. We just ran to the third floor. It all happened so fast and unexpectedly. We are still in shock, unfortunately. But the water has pulled back, and the rescue crews, I see them coming into the city. Thankfully, they're here to help. The government's doing everything they can, and we're very thankful.
Okay, Esin Allahverdi, do stay safe, and thank you so much for speaking to us. We're so glad you and your family are okay.